Greetings, champions. I am here to follow up with you on the plagiarism video that I just showed you about why it is never, ever, 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 ever okay for you to make the choice of plagiarism. To lie, cheat, steal, and produce counterfeit work is nothing that a champion genius would ever do. And I know you champion geniuses never want anyone to feel that you may have been a liar or a cheater on any assignment. Let me help you develop that big, beautiful brain of yours and help your ideas come to life on paper or in your assignments. Go ahead and take a look at the reading that I sent via the email link for the history of the Aquatorium. The Aquatorium is a gorgeous venue right on the beach here in Gary, Indiana. So I wanted to read to you a little bit about it today and then show you how I, as a really good writer, would think about how to paraphrase some of that information so I'm not just copying what is on the paper. Go ahead and take a listen as I read out loud. History of the Aquatorium. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the word aquatorium, must be questioning its existence. The word itself is defined as a place where one can see water and was invented by the Society for the Restoration of the Gary Aquatorium in active Chanut's place in history. The Aquatorium is a former Gary bathhouse that was opened in 1922 and closed in 1971. 20 years later, it reopened as the Gary Bathing Beach Aquatorium. It is safe to say that from 1921 to 1991, little was spent on maintenance. It wasn't until the Society stepped in that the building was revived. With over 10 years of renovation and countless hours of volunteer work, the splendid piece of architecture on the shores of Lake Michigan stands as a symbol of the resilient spirit of the people of Gary, Indiana. The Aquatorium is also the memorial to active Chanut, who flew the world's first aeronautically designed glider from a dune just west of the building in 1896. And the Tuskegee Airmen, whose heroics in World War II led to the racial integration of the armed forces. The Society for the Restoration of the Gary Aquatorium in active Chanut's place in history is made up of citizens of Gary, Northwest Indiana, and indeed throughout the United States, who are interested in preserving the old Gary bathhouse, the history of active Chanut, and the history of the Tuskegee Airmen. In the last 14 years, the Society has raised and spent over $2 million on the building. To date, the Society has put a complete new roof on the structure, repaired the entire perimeter of the structure, and completed the East Wing dedication to the Tuskegee Airmen. The Aquatorium is now available to host banquets, weddings, and small receptions. All profits obtained from rental go back to the cost of maintenance and upkeep of the building. Catering is also available through the booking office. For more information about renting the Aquatorium for a special occasion, contact us at 219-938-8081. With your help, soon there will be the West Wing starring active Chanut to go with the statue of Chanut and a statue dedicated to the Tuskegee Airmen standing in front of the building. Now, those 5 paragraphs are a beautiful little way of describing this amazing event, venue, and beach place right here in Gary. So what I'd like to do with you now is just talk to you a little bit about what I remember from what I read, and I'm going to write out some different details. Okay, so we knew it was called the Aquatorium. That's going to be the title of my notes, and it's okay to use those. That's not plagiarizing because we're taking the name of a place, a proper noun, and just using it as the title for our notes. Things that I remember now. I always want to go to recall right away because my own words won't be the first thing that go on here. So I remember that they did a big rehab process of this venue. So I'm going to write that down. Okay, the rehab process of the venue. They were going in and fixing buildings, fixing the structure, and fixing the overall landscape of the place. I'm going to write those things down. They were fixing the structure, fixing the building, and fixing the land around it. Do you see how easy it is to kind of recall details in your own brain about what you read that puts it in your own words? I'm giving a short summary here, and this is a very quick clip of how things work, but I hope that you see that it is a way that you can apply this process when you're assigned readings in your classes. I remember that lots of groups of people helped. I'm going to write that down. Many groups helped fund the project. Nowhere in the reading did it say many groups helped fund the project. That's my own words, remembering all the groups that were mentioned. The last thing that I want to talk about is that it was on the beach in Gary, Indiana. Now, look right here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 details ready to go in a paragraph. I could easily write a summary paragraph right now about what I just read with these details I just took notes on. We're at 5 minutes and 50 seconds of this video. So in 5 minutes, I've just showed you how you can read a pretty good sized little blurb of 3-4 paragraphs and come up with 3-4 details that you can now use to jumpstart your writing. No plagiarism here. Remember, come see me when you feel overwhelmed with writing assignments. There's a lot that happens in the imaginary process of understanding what you read, processing it, and then being able to write about it. And because I'm a champion genius, I've gotten really good at it, and I know that you champion geniuses are going to get really good at it too. Always remember, come see me. Come see me. Yeah, you, come on, come see me. Yes, come and see me, and I will help you with whatever I can. I'm glad that you paid attention to this little blurb. Go ahead and Google the Aquatorium. It's an amazing place. I've been there a couple times, and I hope you get to go one day too. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.